Yo, 2020, remember that? Nobody knew what day it was, what year it was. Heck, some days I didn't even know what planet this was. It felt like we were living in some kind of strange alternate reality where time had no meaning. COVID-19 hit the world harder than Burna Boy's beats. It was like a global remix that nobody asked for, but everyone had to dance to. Suddenly we were all washing our hands like we were about to eat jollof rice with our bare hands. Hand sanitizers became the new gold, and everyone was scrubbing like their lives depended on it. The world went on lockdown. Streets that were once bustling with life became eerily silent. It was like a ghost town out there. Businesses closed faster than a go-slow in Lagos traffic. Shops, markets, and offices all shut their doors, leaving many wondering how they would make ends meet. Stock markets crashed harder than a plate of poorly made egusi soup. Investors were in a frenzy, and the financial world was in chaos. It was a whole mess. The economy was in shambles, and people were struggling to adapt to this new normal. And just when you thought things couldn't get any weirder, people started hoarding toilet paper. Toilet paper! Shelves were empty, and it became a rare commodity. Like, what were they planning to do? Build a fort to hide from the virus? It was baffling, yet somehow it became the norm. But hey, at least it brought us closer together, right? We found new ways to connect and support each other, I mean, virtually of course. Video calls and online meetings became our lifeline, keeping us connected in a time of isolation. We were all united in our fear, confusion, and desperate need for a haircut. Everyone became their own barber, with varying degrees of success.
Indeed, the pandemic reshaped our lives in ways we never imagined. It tested our resilience, creativity, and ability to adapt. But through it all, we found strength in our communities and hope for a better tomorrow. Now let's talk about Nigeria, a country rich in culture and resources. You see, when the world catches a cold, Nigeria tends to get the flu. And this time it was no different. And COVID-19 was a whole pandemic buffet, serving up challenges left and right. Oil prices, the lifeblood of our economy, plummeted faster than a sugar daddy's affections when you ask for school fees. It was a financial freefall. Remember those days when petrol was cheaper than bottled water? Yeah, me neither. It feels like a distant dream. But for a hot minute there, it almost felt like we were living in a parallel universe. A universe where everything was upside down. A universe where fuel scarcity wasn't a national pastime. It was surreal, almost like a bad movie plot.
Tourism? Forget about it. The once bustling tourist spots were ghost towns. Nobody was coming to visit unless they were bringing vaccines and hand sanitizer by the truckload. It was a new kind of welcome mat. Even our booming Nollywood industry had to press pause on production. The cameras stopped rolling. I mean, you can't exactly film a romantic comedy while social distancing, can you? The magic of cinema was put on hold.
But you know what they say about Nigerians? We're resilient, we're resourceful, we're the kings and queens of finding a way. When life gave us lemons, we made lemonade. And by lemonade, I mean we started selling face masks, hand sanitizer, and anything else we could slap a COVID-19 essential sticker on.
Okada riders became delivery drivers. Market women took their businesses online. Zoom meetings became the new Owambe.
We even found a way to turn our quarantining woes into hilarious skits and memes. Because if we don't laugh, we'll cry, right?
Section 4, government policies, a comedy of errors, or were they?
And then there were the government policies that were supposed to guide us, but often left us more confused than ever.
Ah yes, the policies that made us scratch our heads and wonder what was really going on.
The lockdown announcements that seemed to change more often than the weather. One day we were told to stay indoors. The next day, the rules had changed again.
The curfews that had us playing hide and seek with the police. It was like a game, but with real consequences.
The social distancing guidelines that were about as effective as a mosquito net with holes in it. People crowded together, ignoring the rules, making the guidelines almost pointless.
Don't even get me started on the whole palliative distribution saga. It was a mess from start to finish.
Let's just say it involved a lot of confusion, a lot of accusations, and not nearly enough actual palliatives reaching the people who needed them most. The people were left to fend for themselves in a time of great need.
Despite the challenges, there's a sense of resilience that runs deep in Nigeria.
The economic impact has been severe, but we are seeing signs of recovery.
Many businesses had to close, but some of us found new ways to adapt and survive.
Innovation has been key. We've seen a rise in tech startups and digital solutions.
The government has been working on policies to support recovery, though it's a work in progress.
It's clear that as a nation we are determined to bounce back. We go day all right eventually. In times like these, supporting local content creators can make a big difference.
That's right, folks. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Your support helps us continue to bring you important stories and, well, a bit of humor too.
So go on, hit that subscribe button, and let's keep this community growing. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay positive.